So you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona, the Phoenix, Arizona area, or this video specifically, Tempe, Arizona, and you want to know what a $500,000 budget will get you for a new house here in the beautiful and sunny Phoenix, Arizona area. So guys, in this video today, I will walk you through 3 different properties around Tempe, Arizona that will just show you what roughly $500,000 will get you here in Tempe. If you haven't checked out our vlog, go check that out because Tempe has some of the most diverse living styles. So that's what I'm really excited to show you in this video about if your budget's $500,000, about what exactly that will get you. So without further ado, let's get into it right now. So guys, to start out, we are in basically the most eastern side of Tempe, Arizona. This neighborhood and kind of development greater area is called Shalimar. This is, Tempe is kind of split in northern Tempe and southern Tempe. Southern Tempe is more of, your traditional kind of suburbs feel. And then the northern is more urban city living, right? It's definitely more than the college, but this is more urban city living. What is really cool is that literally there's a golf course. I gotta give them a shout out. They do foot golf. It's an executive course, but one of my friends' uncle, he runs that course. So if you're in the area, definitely go play Shalimar. It's a fun little executive course. So you get that, you get in this particular community, this is the villages, and it is a little interesting that, sorry, the sun is blinding me. These homes are very, very interesting that they almost look like townhomes, but they're single family homes. Also, I was surprised that these were built in 1990s. Really, really surprising. Anyways, so this neighborhood, it's really, really cool because, so right behind me over here, that's Highway 101, and that goes all the way up through Scottsdale, and then you can actually take that all the way over to Glendale too. But it also gets you down in Chandler, so amazing, easy access, super easy access. And then probably half a mile north, you have Highway 60 as well. So again, the location of this is probably one of the best in the entire Tempe area. Really, really quiet neighborhood here, very established. The cool thing with Tempe in general, and then I'll get into the home tours, is that homes are very unique. There's a lot of different unique styles of living, but a lot of people that have lived here in Tempe have lived here for years, 10, 20, 30 years. So a little bit lower turnover. Average home sale in the Tempe area is about $500,000, just under. So this will give you a really good idea. You can see the quality of what $500,000 will get you in Tempe. So without further ado, guys, let's head into our first property. So like I said, this little neighborhood is unique. Shalimar's one kind of neighborhood, and then this is a little subset. This is called the Villages. It's really cool. You get a community pool, you get a community tennis court. And it really does feel like a townhouse here. They have a nice little water feature going here. It really feels like a townhouse. But again, this is $480 right now. And one really nice thing that I did these security doors. As you can see, you cannot see in at all. Really good to have these because you can just let fresh air come through, and they do have some security features as well. So really nice. Honestly, the common theme for today is updated. For $500,000, you can definitely get a nice updated property here in Tempe. So this particular, again, this is a single family house. But one thing that I really loved is just how open it is, with all the windows that they have here. Look at all the fresh, the bright lights that they have right when you walk in. Really cool, nice, open concept as you make your way through. They did a really good job. I think this was a flip. I don't exactly know, but they did a really good job. I love these floors. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but they're the wide vinyl tile. They're so nice. They're easy to clean. Plenty of cabinets, but honestly, they did a really good job. I'm very impressed here. I'll go walk down. You got a little breakfast nook in here. Again, there's just so many all the windows. I love how much natural light gets in here, but there's just a little bit better look. Again, going down the chute. Now again, in Arizona, so everything that automatically in a home sale, the dishwasher, the oven and microwave, that automatically comes in on every one. Fridges and washer dryer, that does not always come with it. So that's something that you would have to negotiate. Now, one interesting thing about this particular house, so decent garage, we've talked a lot in the past videos about no storage. One thing in Arizona that you should be very aware of is that this would be where the washer is, and then the 220 volt for the dryer is right behind that plank. So your laundry would be in the garage. Now some people, down here, they're used to it. They grew up with it. It's not a big deal to them, but others, they want it inside. So especially in older homes, it's not uncommon for the washer dryer to be in the garage. Keep making our way through here. So this house is about 1,700 square feet. Honestly, it feels a lot bigger than that because you got the nice open concept, good storage. You guys know I love, you always got to point out any additional storage that you got, little coat closet. But again, this house really does a good job with like, this is like a little natural light portal. But this house did a really, really good job of utilizing the natural light that it has. Again, there's literally just these big windows everywhere. So decent size bedroom number, call that one 3. This one is probably, they have it listed as a bedroom. They probably technically shouldn't because it does have a window, but there's no closet. So that's kind of deceptive marketing, we'll call it. So really this is two bedrooms and a den. But then making our way back through the primary. Again, guys, just look at all that natural light coming through. But you know, a little bit lower ceilings in here. You got 2 closets. I wonder if they're connected. Yeah, they are connected. That's kind of cool. So one big closet. Honestly, this room's huge. Out of all the tours that we've been doing, you know, for 400, 500, this is definitely probably the biggest master that we've seen. And then again, I mean, they did a really good job. Everything's updated. It's cool. We are seeing this, you know, white, gray, tan, kind of seeing this everywhere. But again, just some additional storage. What's actually really cool about this particular community, again, it feels like a townhouse, but you have your own little space back here. And honestly, one of the best parts about this too is that like the maintenance is so low. So like I moved from Nebraska and I do not like doing yard work. I used to do it as a job. So something like this would be so appealing that there's no yard work at all. The maintenance is so easy to keep up. You got this little fountain tuning out all the noise. So overall, really good start. Honestly, overall, I was actually very, very impressed. A lot of times you see these flips, they just do everything super cheap. Even they like updated like the ceiling fan like super nice. They did like all the little floorboards down here. So this is really impressive. I'd say the only thing that I don't like is that they're advertising this bedroom over here as a 2. It's kind of deceptive marketing. Like, I don't know if that would appraise or not. It shouldn't because it's a 2-bedroom. But anyways, so good start. But again, you know, property taxes in Tempe, they're gonna be a little bit higher than like Gilbert or Chandler, closer, but more bustling area. So, you know, taxes here are about $2,500, so a little bit higher, but again, all things considered, not terrible. So really good start, $480,000 for this property is gonna be really hard to beat. So just stay tuned for the next like 20, 30 seconds. I'll show you some more B-roll about what the neighborhood looks like, and then we'll pop into our second house, and it does have a pool, so stay tuned. All right, so for our second stop, we are in, we're like honestly just straight west of where we just were. So this is like the furthest west part. It's called Southern Palms. Again, like the northern part of Tempe doesn't really have, you know, like this subdivision obviously is different, but it doesn't really have like neighborhoods per se. A lot of these houses, you know, are a lot older. And as you can see with this one, just wait till you see how big the lot is. But a lot of these like northern Tempe houses too, they don't have any HOAs. So, you know, that's good. You can do whatever to the property that you want. On the flip side, you know, sometimes your neighbors might not take the best of care of their property, right? So what's kind of cool with this property is that it's at the edge of a cul-de-sac, and this property is only $500,000. Once you get to the backyard, you'll see why, but it does have a pool. So without further ado, let's get into this tour. I will say one thing, the property taxes for this particular property, because it's not in that like niche type of, you know, neighborhood. And again, this lot is huge. It's over 16,000 square feet, but it's only about 1,800. So taxes can vary, but you know, again, for most of the country, that's actually very, very affordable, especially for the location. So let's go ahead and tour the second property. All right, so property number 2 of what $500,000 gets you in Tempe. Like I said, this is in, it's kind of a cool little location because it's at the edge of a cul-de-sac. You might be able to hear like a little rumblings because right over there is Highway 60. So just something to consider. What is really unique with this property is that they took out the garage door. This used to be a garage and they fenced it in. You'll see why here in a sec, but let's just go pop in and see what $500,000 gets you. So, you know, this right here is like a perfect example of a house that went in, they flipped it, and then they were using this as like sober living. So, you know, right now it's staged, but like the color scheme, the whites, the blacks, the grays, this is literally a carbon copy. You could find this house in about 50 other houses here in Tempe. I mean, the nice thing is that it's fully updated. You know, like you wouldn't have to do anything to it, like even like, you know, the little lights. So it's kind of cool what they did with the counters. Usually you see just like all white. But again, like you could find this house in about 40 other houses. So really nothing too unique, but the reason I wanted to show you guys is because this is a carbon copy of what you can kind of expect for some flips here in the Tempe area. So about 1,600 square feet. You got 2 bathrooms. Again, everything's fully updated. They did a good job, I'm not gonna lie. I think the last one did a little bit better job with their update, but it's in good shape, you know. A little bit smaller bedrooms. Again, this house is a little bit older, so, you know, honestly, I'm actually surprised of how big these are. Typically, you only see this floor plan like more down in like Chandler. You know, there's a couple others that I've seen literally this exact same floor plan down in the Chandler area, but I mean, this is the primary closet. So definitely a little bit smaller of house, but again, it's only 1,600 square feet. So, and here's, you know, that's all you get for the primary suite. So nothing crazy. But like I said, this layout right here, you could find this house carbon copy in about 30 to 40 other houses here in Tempe. Now, the really nice thing that this house has is it has a massive pool, which we'll get to in a sec. But on the flip side, you are backed up against a highway. So it is nice. You got a full washer dryer room, but it is kind of cool. Like this is the garage. So right beyond that wall, that's the garage. And again, like I said, it's a little bit more unique, but I mean, look at this. You have like literally, you have a second, this living room is massive. Now you don't have a garage per se, but you have 2 living rooms, which is really kind of cool. That door just goes back outside, and then you have just like an additional storage unit. So from that aspect, this house is super nice. Plenty of storage and plenty of opportunity. But this right here, I mean, literally you have 1/3 of an acre, and you do not find this in Tempe for this price. Now granted, you are up against the highway, but like that highway is 40 to 50 yards away from you. So, you know, you have so much space back here. It's a little hard to see right now with the sun, but, and you get a pool. Like this is unheard of for value in Tempe. Now again, you're up against the highway, but it's kind of far away. And I'm telling you guys, if you just add a water feature, it makes a huge difference. But look how much space there is. Your dog can literally run forever, or kids. So I'm not gonna lie, honestly, for me, like personally, I think this is a house that I would really consider. If I have $500,000 for, you know, to purchase my house, excuse me, and I really wanted a pool, honestly, like the road noise, like yes, it is like a little bit of a nuisance, but I think it's something that you would honestly get used to, and you wouldn't even think about it. So I don't think that would bother me per se. You know, I would just get like a massive water feature to try to block out as much noise as possible. But guys, make sure you comment down below. I really want to know your thoughts about what you think of the first 2 properties, as well as this video in general. And guys, my name is Eric, and I am a licensed real estate agent here in the Phoenix Metro. So guys, if you are thinking about making a move and you need help with your move, please reach out. You know, if you're moving tomorrow or in 6 or 7 months, we get calls and texts from people just like you every single day that are thinking about making their move to the beautiful and today sunny Phoenix, Arizona area, guys. So if that's you, please feel free to reach out. Our contact information is down below. Either call us or text us or hit us up via email. Whatever your preferred method of communication is, works great for us. So looking forward to hearing back from you guys. But make sure you comment down below. I want to know your thoughts of this video, as well as some of the others that we have on the channel. So go check out the other stuff that we have. We cover everything there is to know about living in Phoenix and the Phoenix Metro. So guys, that wraps it up for this second property. Stay tuned for the next 20, 30 seconds. I'll show you just some B-roll about what this neighborhood looks like. And then we will get into our third and final stop. It's a condo in center of downtown Tempe. So stay tuned and we'll get there right now. All right, guys, so we are at our third and final stop for what $500,000 gets you in Tempe. And again, like I said at the start of the video, Tempe has so many diverse options for living. Right now, I am in a gated condo in the Regatta community. It's literally, I'll show you just a little bit later about what the view, but literally you are a probably 5-10 minute walk from all the stuff going on in downtown Tempe. So really, really good location. Just excited to show you what you can get for a condo. Now this is a 2x2, 2-bed, 2-bath, about 1,100 square feet. So let's take a look at what this condo gets you. Right when you walk in, you have just a long chute, nice open concept. And this is a, let's see, you got a little coat closet here. But this one's really nice because of how updated it is. You know, you have updated kitchen. Actually, the cabinets are really, really nice. Obviously, you got, you know, the granite, the backsplash, all of that. The really nice thing is that they call this a split unit. So you have one bedroom on one side and then the other bedroom on the other. So again, just a really nice look at the kitchen, super updated. It's very, very nice. You got a pantry back there as well. But so here's the primary. Again, decent size. It's hard to see with the glare, so sorry about that. Here, let's see if we can zoom in on the, you can kind of get a view of downtown. I'll show you that in a sec. But nice, long, big area for a closet. And then you got a his and hers sink in here as well. So making our way back through. Again, here's just nice open concept. You got plenty of room for like a little eat-in area and then a living room set. We'll come back there in a second. But you got washer dryer room, and it is nice too that you could like shut this off. Water heater. And then, they did a really good job with updates in here. Everything's really nice. I will say these floors could get a little dusty, like this color and type, but overall, really, really impressive. I'll go out to the patio next and show you guys what that view looks like. But overall, you know, especially if you want to be close to like downtown and everything that's going on in downtown Tempe, this is gonna be your best spot. You know, you got gated community. Let's see, there we go. So you got a nice, beautiful view of downtown Tempe. So if you want to be in an area, and Tempe Town Lake is like literally just right over here. So you have running paths, biking paths, everything. One nice thing with this community, so you do have your own garage and you do have 2 covered parking spots as well. Now, one thing to consider with a place like this, HOAs are a little bit higher. This is about $350 every single month, so just something to consider for your budget. But guys, that wraps up our tour for what $500,000 gets you in Tempe, Arizona. Let me know your thoughts about what you think of property A, B, and then C. I think I would still probably pick the first one. I love all the natural lighting. But let me know, comment down below, and guys, check out the rest of our channel. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.